On the wedding night, his wife was brutally poisoned, and all the evidence pointed to the man's most trusted brother, so the gang members launched a pursuit. A few days ago, the two held a wedding ceremony. Perhaps the process is too complicated. Emma is a bit absent-minded. At night, she used the excuse of going to the bathroom, but in reality, she asked Jack for medication to relieve her anxiety. It turns out that she's always had anxiety disorder. Thanks to Jack's help, Emma returned to the wedding. Jack was about to send the medicine back to his room when he met his brother David. He asked David why he was here, but he said he was working as a waiter and then turned around and left. Late at night, as the guests dispersed, Gates prepared to return to his room to rest, only to find Emma dead in bed. Seeing the medicine bottles scattered, Gates concluded that his wife had died from drug-induced injuries. At this moment, Jack was looking at a family photo when he suddenly received a text message thanking Emma for her cooperation and successfully killing her. I haven't figured out the source of the information yet when I heard the news of Emma's murder. The police arrived quickly, and the surveillance showed that Jack was the last person to enter the room, and the medicine was also given by him. Gates lost control and dragged Jack out to beat him violently. Jack shouted that he didn't kill Emma, but was presented with a text message as evidence. Gates believes that Jack harbors resentment towards his master's death and colludes with Mark to retaliate against him. But after calming down, he still went home first. At this moment, the sheriff presented newly discovered evidence that someone had installed a camera in the makeup mirror of the wedding room. On the other side, Jack was tied to a chair, and a masked man killed the guard and demanded the video's whereabouts. Jack took the opportunity to break free, fought with the opponent, and then rode away. At the same time, Gates learned of Jack's escape and became even more convinced that he was a traitor, ordering the entire gang to spare no effort to find him. Jack arrived and questioned David why he appeared on the night of his wedding. David refused to speak, and Jack started smashing things in the store. In the end, David admitted that the video was stolen by Emma's ex-boyfriend, and there was no backup left. Jack shouted angrily that if he couldn't explain it clearly, they would all die. Before he could finish speaking, Gates led his men to chase after him. The bodyguards advised Jack to surrender and explain. Jack knew it was meaningless. Persuasion failed, and the bodyguard drew his gun directly. Jack fought against 3 people alone, knocked them down, and fled with David through the safe passage, driving away. Gates was furious. At this moment, the sheriff arrived and accused them of being too impulsive, scaring away the suspects and affecting the police's investigation. On the other hand, the autopsy report shows that Emma did indeed die from poisoning. Later, Tom met with the sheriff. The sheriff compared the surveillance video and found that the footage had been tampered with, indicating that someone under Tom's command was an insider. Took out another photo and accused Sam of hiring a killer to kill Mark. Although Sam was once sheltered by Jason, he now has his own gang and wants to seize the rights of other gangs.